No one has done more in the last several decades to keep drugs out of the Miami Valley than George Del Rio.
Thousands gathering today to say goodbye to Detective George Del Rio. The Dayton officer was shot and killed last week serving a DEA search warrant. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adam Errol.
And I'm Megan O'Rourke. Today, the entire Miami Valley gave Del Rio a hero's farewell. Dayton 24/7 Now's Alan Henry begins our coverage of the funeral.
Dayton's police chief said there were no words to describe the loss of George Del Rio, but he would still try to find them.
The right words, the best words to do so. Although even in their ultimate inadequacy to convey the profound matters of the heart, it matters a great deal.
And throughout today's service, one thing was made clear. George Del Rio mattered a great deal to the people who knew him best. A 30-year veteran of the Dayton Police Department, his devotion to duty was evidence from his first day on duty until his last.
He came to work dressed in a well-pressed uniform when most of us in the 3rd District looked like we slept in our uniforms.
Del Rio's work took him undercover, aiding in drug busts across the country as part of the DEA task force.
He was a pro. He knew his business. No one was better at it than George was. And we will never know how many lives his actions, his expertise have saved. But we can be sure that they represent many.
DEA Special Agent Steve Miller described the criminals Del Rio put away as wolves, but said Del Rio was a different kind of animal.
A warrior, someone who is walking the hero's path, someone who can walk into the heart of darkness, into the universal human phobia, and walk out unscathed. The sheepdog devotes their lives to protecting the flock and confronting the wolf. George was a sheepdog.
But despite numerous commendations and what has been described as a legendary career,
this was not his greatest legacy. That was reserved for other titles he held, the other roles he had, that of husband, father, grandfather.
Del Rio leaves behind a wife, 5 children, 3 grandchildren with another on the way, as well as countless men and women in blue.
Our hearts are broken, but fixed on the great task before us, that we may follow with increased devotion to honor his life, his courage, his persistence, and his compassion.
I know I speak for our entire station when we say thank you to Detective Del Rio for his service, and that his friends, family, and the entire Dayton Police Department will continue to be in our thoughts and in our prayers. Reporting live at UD Arena, Alan Henry, Dayton 24/7 Now.